Hurts going to keep this himself.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time.
He keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Second down. Here's Hurts.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It's fielded at the 45.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner.
And he's going to be intercepted a third. Picked off at the...
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the swing. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Maybe a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Henry. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads
to throw on 3rd down. Herbert got a man. It's complete. Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, it's Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Eckler. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, Herbert. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slater pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And they get him down, but not before he's across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Eagles on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Aguilar has it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. Oh, why are we doing this?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.